We're carnal creatures, and I say it will be delusional, maybe borderline crazy, to say that physical attraction does not play a role in our lives. Is it everything? Absolutely not. But I would say it's something to pay attention to, that's for sure. Why should you want to become attractive? Being attractive improves your confidence. It improves your health. Depending on whoever you're trying to attract, it improves your dating prospects. And depending on how attractive you are, you can actually benefit from pretty and handsome privilege, whatever you want to call it. But it's definitely and without a doubt a thing. I think working on your physical attraction is a good investment for everybody, but especially for those who are young, like in your 20s. You usually don't have any money, no assets, you're figuring out your life, and you're trying to figure out directions you want to go in, and being attractive can help you with that. And it's also one of the things that you can start doing now. You don't have to build up years worth of money or years worth of experience in order to see the benefits of it. And attractive people tend to have people flock to them. That goes more into the pretty privilege, handsome privilege thing. I'm gonna call it pretty privilege this whole video because that's a term people usually use. And I'm talking about men too when I say that. During this video, I want you to keep in mind genotypes. You are trying to become more attractive within your genotype. What's a genotype? A genotype is whoever you're closely genetically related to. So white people, white descent, white ancestors, they're trying to enhance typically more white traits, things that are exclusive to white people, Asian people, black people, me, a black guy watching, black traits. We don't have straight hair, perms are off limits, I don't want to see it. That's not gonna make you more attractive. Keep your genotype in mind. So let's start with the lowest hanging fruits, things that you can control today, things that you could do. Get up off your couch right now and go do right now. And of course, you probably already know the first thing. Get fit. Go to the gym. Lower your body fat percentage. Get those capped shoulders. Build that muscle. A physically fit person has always been attractive. We all know this. I don't need to explain this to you. When you have a low body fat percentage, you have the abs, you have the capped shoulders, you have the big chest, you have toned legs, you look more attractive. Even if your face is not working that well for you at the moment, a good body will help elevate your physical attraction to another level. Fix that posture, stand up straight, stop slumping over, shoulders back, chest up. When you have a fit body and good posture, you have a demanding presence when you're in a room. This shirt I'm wearing, I know for a fact, I'm not trying to be superficial, but I know when I walk around in shirts that fit well like this, people notice how I look because I've worked on this body, because it has an effect of demanding a presence in a room. It makes me more physically attractive, and obviously it'll make you more physically attractive. Establish good grooming habits. That's something that men sometimes tend to look over. You don't need to be walking around hairlineless. You don't need to walk around with hair going so far down your neck it's connecting to the hair on your back. You need to keep yourself well trimmed, keep your beard trimmed, keep somewhat of a resemblance of a hairline, a haircut to look good, to look presentable, to be more attractive. That is more attractive to women and just in a professional sense too. Go get your eyebrows done, and yes, I'm referring to men too. Go get your eyebrows done. Don't get them done in a feminine manner where you got a crazy arch looking like The Rock, but get them cleaned up where you don't have a unibrow going down the middle, or you don't have crazy stragglers going off to the side. Make yourself, again, look more presentable. Smell good. Put the cologne on like your dad used to teach you. Get a nice cologne, a nice affordable cologne, spray it on your wrist, rub, dab, dab, here, on the neck, across the body. Those are your key areas. You hug a woman, it's gonna be in your neck, on your wrist, on your arm, definitely across your chest. Increase your style. Now, I'm not saying go be a carbon copy of some model off of a magazine or model yourself after some tool who wears the same thing and all look the same. No, I'm not saying do that, but pick some classic looks. Get you a white pair of tennis shoes. Get you a white shirt, some solid color shirts to wear. Get you a nice fitted pair of jeans. You don't have to build out your wardrobe crazy, but you need to build out a wardrobe that has the basics in it. You need to build out a wardrobe that has the fitting clothes that fit those muscles that you've been building. And with the muscle thing again, you can wear oversized clothes. I like wearing oversized shirts. And even when I'm wearing an oversized shirt, it still fits me in a situation, my muscle, because I built up my back to the point, my back and my chest, I built it up to a point where the shirt drapes on me and you can see clearly through the shirt that I have a muscular build. These things can go hand in hand. This is a whole overarching concept I'm talking about. When I'm talking about physical attraction, we did the muscles, we did the grooming, and now we're doing the clothes. And you can see that these things are slowly building on each other. Another low-hanging fruit that you can work on if you have the genetics, which a lot of us do, even though we don't have one right now, is grow a beard. I didn't grow a beard till I was 26, but growing a beard has been kind of magical when it comes to physical attraction. A beard is a sign of masculinity. If you can't grow a beard currently, one, you might be super young. I didn't grow a beard till I was 26. Or two, you need to work on it. There are steps you can take to grow a beard. I'm actually thinking about making a video, but that's for another time. Go look up on YouTube how to grow a beard. There's plenty of videos out there right now. Also, wear jewelry, wear light jewelry, wear a bracelet, wear a necklace, wear some earrings. Nothing too crazy, nothing too much where you're looking like a rapper or you're looking too feminine, but wear something that accentuates, brings more attention to you as a person. Next, I'm gonna talk about things that are more next level. They're not these low hanging fruits like the previous ones. The previous ones, you can go out, you can do today. You might need a little coin, but it's not gonna cost that much. These, they're gonna cost more. They're gonna be more investment. And they're gonna be more risky. And I wouldn't say these are necessary, but they do help with physical attraction. And there's something that I've actually done personally. Before I go further into this, I want to talk about physical attraction on a scale. And I'm going to talk about 8s, 9s, and 10s. The way I see it, when you become an 8 in your genotype, which as I said before is like the people you're genetically like aligned with. So I'm black. My genotype are certain types of black people. When you become an 8, you become universally fine within that genotype. People, when they get to 8 and above, the difference between them is negligible. We're talking about moving towards like perfectionist standards. I say that to say that when you become an 8, or people who are 8s, 9s, and 10s, a lot of the times they usually have some light work done to them. I have had some of these things I'm about to talk about done to me. The first thing that a lot of us actually have is get braces. My teeth are natural and perfectly straight. That is from braces. I used to have a shark mouth, so it took a while for me to get to this point. I had to wear braces 2.5 years when I was a teenager. Then I had to wear them another 2.5 years when I was around 22 to 24, or wore braces again to get them where they're at. I don't feel like I need to explain this, just like the physical fitness thing. Straight teeth are attractive. People are attracted to straight teeth. Consider getting microneedling done on your eyebrows. Microneedling is a semi-permanent tattoo that you have to get every 3 years, and you have to get touched up every 6 months. Heavy-set, dark eyebrows are more attractive on a man. They draw attention to the center line of your face, bring attention to your eyes, and they just look overall masculine. I personally don't do microneedling myself. I just get my eyebrows waxed every once in a while, but I'm not against it. It's a way to do it without having to do a bunch of upkeep on them every couple weeks. And a big one, the one that I have actually done, is get plastic surgery. Now, I didn't get plastic surgery strictly out of the fact that I wanted to look good, even though it did have a big effect on it. I got it because it was also a medical need, but plastic surgery is considered anything that alters the way you look. I did not always look like this. I had an adjusted jaw, or underbite, with a crossbite, with jacked up shark teeth. And in 2017, I decided to get surgery and get all of that fixed. Now, luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. That was a $50,000 surgery, but I was in the Marine Corps at the time, so they footed that bill and paid for that surgery. And I will say, getting that surgery is the best decision that I made in my adult life. It's when I noticed that pretty privilege was a thing. There was a stark difference between how I was treated before the surgery and how I was treated after the surgery, when I had a perfectly aligned jaw, straight teeth. There was just a complete and total difference. And I noticed it, and I was like, wow. I was like, oh, pretty privilege is definitely a thing. I've definitely had a lot more luck with the opposite sex, which I don't think you should be paying attention too much, but it does help with the opposite sex. And it also helped with people looking at me in general. Like I said, people who benefit from pretty privilege can have people flock to them more naturally. I can't really explain it in like a comprehensive way, but it happens. And plastic surgery isn't something only females do. Guys get nose jobs. Guys get their eyelids lifted. They get liposuction. I've seen fitness guys. I'm talking about guys that are like, my body fat percentage are lower, so like 12 to 10%. Once they get to 10%, they have natural body fat that sticks on their love handles. So they've had liposuction in the love handles. I'm not saying do this. It's up to you what you want to do, But these are options that are presented to you to become more physically attractive. I don't even think most people should do these things. I'm just letting you know it's not as crazy as it actually sounds. People will say plastic surgery and they think Hollywood and some crazy bullshit, and your lips are going to be huge and your ass is fake. And no, plastic surgery just alters the way you look. Hell, medical surgeries that are necessary can be considered plastic surgery because they alter the way you look. But do not go into, surgery type options until you max out the other low hanging fruits that you can do: the style, the getting fit, the fixing your posture, the grooming, the growing some facial hair, and presenting yourself as a more masculine person. Do those things first, consider the other things second, but make sure you're doing some of these things to make yourself physically more attractive. It'll help with your confidence, it'll help with your health, it'll help with the opposite sex, it'll help people flock more to you, and overall become a better version of yourself. But that's all I got for you guys. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit the like button for me. Subscribe so you can stay tuned for what's coming up next. If you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and tap in at Eric E. Jackson. Eric is spelled A-R-I-C. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.